Hi guys, welcome to Destination with Shanice, a platform that is aimed at changing the narrative surrounding domestic tourism. On this week, I joined Zambia and the rest of the world in celebrating World Tourism Day under the theme Tourism for Inclusive Growth. On this particular episode, I am at the Lusaka National Museum that is located right at the center of the Lusaka city. I'm here to see how the museum plays a part in awareness of culture, society, environment, business, and human development. Join me.
So my name's Yvonne Mlala. I'm the education officer here at Lusaka National Museum. You're welcome. This is a public place for you to enjoy. I hope you enjoy everything you see inside. This is a statue talking about HIV/AIDS, and it's representing Winston Zulu, who was one of the first people to fight the disease when it just came, the pandemic. And he was disabled, like you can see in here. This statue, there are no legs, and the materials which were used were the materials from the hospital beds. So they came up, they gathered them. It was done by Art for Arts. This is a group of artists, and they came up with a statue for Winston Zulu and a spear there, representing him being a hero, and he fought it because he was HIV positive, but he stood there to encourage others as well as just be a fighter. He was a hero in fighting this HIV/AIDS, and also encouraged people to live positive.
While the museum was originally intended to focus on Zambia's independent history, its focus changed to culture and heritage by the time it was opened in 1996.
Yeah, we are celebrating the Tourism Week under the theme Tourism for Inclusive Growth. And as Lusaka National Museum, we are open to the public and it's free. We're not charging today because it's a special day. We want people to come and appreciate their culture, because as a museum, we are preserving Zambia's cultural heritage, which is cardinal to national development. This day is important because it's actually reviving and reminding people to value their culture. As you can see in the museum, we have knowledge which was used by our forefathers, and we're saying, can we utilize this knowledge, because it's important. It shapes society. Without culture, we're lost. Culture is part of our identity, and we're encouraging young people, elderly people to come and view. Today is a free day, so please take that opportunity. Whatever you're going to see today, bring your families. We have different programs in the museum under tourism. It's a Lusaka National Museum, being a tourist resort, attracts different types of groups to come and be part of preserving their culture, which is very important to their lives. We have different programs. We have, for instance, when you look at our exhibitions here, we're telling a story from the archaeological section, prehistory, before history. We're looking at the evolution of man, and our focus is on the skull of broken human, technology itself. The transition, how did man develop from the use of stone to stone, iron, the use of iron, to date. Now we're using tracks. Then we have the history section. Zambia is rich in history. So when you look at our history section, we have a story talking about the colonial rule. We have slave trade there. We have migration. We have the struggle for independence to date. How did we attain our independence? Most people don't know, so come to the museum and enrich yourself with that history, which is very important. Then we have the ethnography section, where we're looking at the village section, the ethnic groups of the way of life of the people of Zambia. How did they live? what were they using a long time ago? In the village, most people, especially in the capital city where Lusaka National Museum is, have never been to the village. So we have a village section where we want people to come and see the way of life of the people of Zambia. Different activities are there. We have the activities which were done by women, like pottery, traditional games were done for entertainment. We have the kitchen, the traditional kitchen, which is displaying traditional foods. Traditional foods, we're saying that's nutritious. Can we still utilize our traditional foods? Let's not just eat junk food, but we're encouraging the public to taste our delicious food. The nshima itself, the chihuahua, kalembula, and so on. So Zambia is rich. Can we utilize the richness and appreciate our own culture, value it before we appreciate other people's culture? So when you look around the museum, it's really interesting because it's reminding us that we are in a country where we should celebrate our own culture and value our own culture. Preserve it for future generations. So we are actually preserving it for present, future, so that our children can come actually teach their children as well. So today is a special day because we have different tourist resorts around the country, and museums countrywide are celebrating this day. It's free today. We want people to enjoy and appreciate their culture.
I'm here on vacation in Lusaka. I'm from Austria in Europe, and I find it quite fascinating to just start my tour here in the National Museum in Lusaka. I'm quite excited what I will see here.
I think I like the typewriter because I've learned about the typewriter, like the evolution from the metal typewriter that used to make noise up to the smartphones, the computers that we're using right now. They don't make noise, they're just smooth, they can be edited and they can be served and all. And like these old typewriters, like once typed, like if a person makes a mistake during typing, they were not able to correct their mistakes because it was just a one-time thing. Like once printed, you can never reverse what you've typed and all. Yeah, so this is what I liked because it's now like a practical thing to me because I learned the theory part of it. So yeah.
This is the children's corner where we have kids. You've seen we have different activities done by kids. So when kids come as well as the general public, we allow them to have an interactive session. Like here they are playing traditional games. We have the solo here. This traditional game used to teach them how to count because they never used to go to school, so it was helping them in terms of mathematics. We have the chiato there, using the traditional part of the tree there, see? Very indigenous. So in the museum we're trying to promote and preserve indigenous knowledge system because whatever they did a long time ago, it was knowledge which was promoting creativity, and they were able to imagine and also think. Yeah? So they would know that if we make a drum, we use an animal skin, it will produce sound. So there was science in it. That's why we have a program called the Elite Science, which is preserving indigenous knowledge system. In addition to that, we have art. Yeah, we've allowed children to do art because this one promotes creativity, imagination, and innovation. So this was done by the children from Bauleni compound. So they did the environment. They were showing where they are living. So our target is children between 6 to about 16 years of age. So all the artworks are welcome. And we allow people to bring their artworks to come and exhibit so that other children appreciate their skills and also be motivated so that they also go and do the same and produce artworks.
You're watching Destination with Shanice, and subscribe to the channel.
Then we have other programs like My Culture, My Identity, where we're promoting traditional dress. So we as a museum, we are collecting traditional wear. So we from different parts of the country. So because we want to exhaust the rich traditional dress, starting from the Musisi, the Sizilat. So kids come here, they try on, they get photos, and they go and show their parents as well as their friends, just to make them have a feel of their culture. We are in a capital city where we have a challenge because our culture is disappearing. It's being overshadowed by Western culture. So by coming up with such programs, we want to actually preserve it, for future generations, because our culture is being overshadowed by other culture. But through these programs, when the public comes here, they see the programs, they don't have an opportunity like a long time ago to sit down with elderly people who can talk to them how to live in society. So they are just copying whatever they find, whether it's something, even the way they dress. So traditional dress will actually supplement and preserve our culture by reminding them that this is your dress, this is indigenous dress, yeah. The other program is the Elite Science, like I mentioned, where we're promoting indigenous knowledge systems. That's that there was science in whatever they did. Those warmers where they used to keep the food warm, that was science. How did they know? They never used to go to school, but they knew that if we come up with such warmers, they would preserve the food and keep them warm. So we're encouraging actually the young people to pick up from where they left from. What can they do from what was done? How can they actually sustain themselves economically? Basketry, you can actually make money from that. Pottery, you can actually make and sell. So they were very busy doing all sorts of things. Right now, our young people are idle because they are not utilizing their culture. If they utilize, we encourage them as a museum to utilize the activities we have so that they are so busy and not indulge themselves in these dangerous activities like theft, drugs, child abuse, and so on.
Katrina Kaunda, we are from Loops Christian Academy. We have come to Lusaka Museum to see how broken human was and other stamps.
My name is Benji. I'm from Loops Christian Academy. I came here to come and learn about the history of Kenneth Debet Kaunda.
My name is Emma Nakamba. I come from Loops Christian Academy. I came to learn about history of Zambia.
Learn more about President Kaunda. I hadn't heard about him before, and now I see what a great person he was, and what he did for the country, and not especially only for Zambia, but for all the other countries around, for the liberation process. It's very, very interesting. And the other part about the museum is to learn about history, Zambia's history, and about traditions, and that's why I came here.
You're welcome to our craft shop center here at the Lusaka National Museum. So mostly, I'm sure everyone knows what crafts are. Crafts are handmade artworks. It can be out of wood, out of sisal, out of paper mache. It can be out of anything creative. So when you come to our craft shop here at the museum, you'd obviously find me. My name's Zangose Sakachoma, or you can call me Mrs. Said. So what you can see here are some baskets that we get from southern part of Zambia, which is specifically Sinazeze. Okay, and we have some aprons for kids. Some of you that have kiddos that love to cook. And also these are very, very affordable with nice fabric. So these are going for 50 kwacha. We're actually out of stock, but we get to have a variety of different fabric here at the craft shop at the Lusaka National Museum. So we have this type of plates that are made of soapstone, like you can see. Okay, soapstone is a very nice varnish, more like stone that they use certain material. So we have the wooden artwork, which are these hippos, they are sorted animals. Then we have these African maps that are also made out of soapstone. We have the fabric that is made out of wallets, paces, the wooden candles. So you can see that Zambia has a very, very rich culture, you know, because everything that is here talks about it's more like showing you about wildlife, okay, in Zambia, because there are so many animals. So these are called curios. These are called curios. These are lavers, which are made out of woodwork, nicely varnished for your decor or anything, you know. So we have the soapstone animals as well. Like you can see, very colorful, very nice. We have the giraffes here that are made out of wood. So this basket specifically is made out of recycled plastic. Okay, so this is very creative. You can see this is just plastic that covered it with, which is very nice. Very, very nice. We have the table mats for your dining table. You know, you can place some hot warmers or pots as you're serving people. We have these that come in a set of 6. Very nice table mats made out of recycled plastic. We have these as well, which are made out of recycled plastic. So we have a variety. We have this type as well, which comes in a bigger size. Like you can see, very colorful, very nice. So we also have the wine bottle bags for those wine lovers like me. Yeah, for those wine lovers, you can see how nice it looks. So there's actually a bottle. This was a bottle of wine that was used. So at home, if you don't mind, you can actually put a full bottle of wine and just put it there, just to keep it safe, you know, from breaking, which is going at only 50 kwacha. Then we have the woven bracelets, which are these. Very nice, different colors, very, very colorful as well. So we have a variety of so many different things. So you can come this way and just see this basket. This one is called the Atmo basket. So the reason we have displayed it like this is because we're just trying to show our clients, like when someone comes in and they don't know what the basket can be used for, you can maybe put it in the bathroom, or just place it maybe next to your wardrobe. You can place your towels there. You can even put some tissues and put it in your toilet. Looks very nice, very unique. We have the tonga stools, like they call them. Very nice. Okay, so this one is a medium size. We get to have bigger sizes than these, but we have just run out of stock with those sizes. So these tools are very, very strong. You can get them for your grandmothers, your kids at home. Some of the bags that we have here, the crunch bags, that's the medium size and the smaller size. Very nice. So we have these baskets as well. Like you can see, the baskets have got so many different designs, so many different colors. So when people come here, mostly they just want to take away almost everything that is here. So these baskets are really, really nice, very strong. They're also from Sinazeze, southern part of Zambia. We have these bags as well, the foam bags, foam paces. Very nice, very strong, very colorful, as you can see. Then we have the bigger baskets. Okay, so these are called the plateau baskets. These are very nice, nice design, different texture, they have different colors. The wine bottle bags that I had showed you earlier, we have different colors. We have the dancing basket. So the reason they call it dancing basket, because it's a bit narrow and then it moves, okay? So we have so many different baskets, different sizes, different designs. So most of the stuff that we have in the craft shop are just natural made, meaning they're either made from the back of the banana, they're made out of sisal, they're made out of wood. So those are natural things that we can find anywhere. Guide to Little Known Waterfalls 2. This is volume 2 and this is volume 1. If you want to know about all the waterfalls that are found in Zambia, you can come and purchase any of these 2 books, and it will lead you to so many destinational areas here in Zambia. We have this book, which is the history of the Unga people, Tonga crafts and figures, which talks about the crafts and figures, the drums, homes, whatever it may be. To Speak for the World, this is a book that we have. We also have this book that talks about the Luangwa. We also have this book, Art in Zambia, which shows almost all the art that you can find in Zambia, the meaning, the drawings, and everything. So these books are very affordable. This one is going for 20 kwacha, and this one is also going for 20 kwacha, which is very affordable. I hope you visit us soon and find me, Zangosa, in the craft shop, and I'll be willing to attend to you all. Thank you so much. Bye.
You are watching Destination with Shanice.
Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Destination with Shanice. Join me next week as I go to yet another destination place. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you are aware every time I post a new video. Bye.